Yesterday was a nice bounce back day as we got some profit. So let's roll out today's bets where we've got soccer bets, baseball bets, parlays, and Nerfies. Let's do it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. The Thursday edition here of Winning Bets, we're giving out free sports picks every single day. And that's right, you heard it there in the opening. We had a nice bounce back day where we got some profit in our pocket. Let's go ahead and recap it, then we'll get on into today's action. We went 4-2 yesterday, right there, with plus 1.69 units. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now bringing our weekly total up to 1.81 units. It all started off earlier today with the Rockies money line. We took that bet at even money, and the Rockies made us sweat. Boy, did they make us sweat. They had guys loaded up there at the top of the ninth inning, but the closer eventually got the job done, and we won the game there by a nice sixth spot that they put up. I believe they put up a sixth spot themselves in a nice fifth inning, so just good job by the Rockies. Knew that they had that bullpen advantage just due to how that series had unplayed. And nice to know that closer settled down there and got us a nice cash there. So that was a good win. Our Nerfy parlay, that one did not go ahead and cash. And yeah, Nerfies. That's what the kids are calling it these days. Nerfies. No run the first inning. Learned that the other day. That's what the kids on the street are calling them these days. But yeah, so we didn't get a cash there. What was that parlay? We took Athletics. I don't even know if they scored because it was crashed earlier in the day. Who did we parlay them with? I can't even remember now. I was so disgusted. Oh, it was the Phillies. They put up a 5 spot. Oh, that game was frustrating. You guys see how that unfolded? How we lost that bet? So my man for the Brewers, been excellent all season in the first inning. He has a bad outing. That happens. He gave up 5 runs in the first inning. Then he struck out 6 batters in a row. He struck out 6 batters in a row. So yeah, it was just definitely unfortunate that he came out there, obviously not with it. He obviously had his top stuff. He just didn't have it from the absolute get-go. But to get 6 straight strikeouts after giving up 5 runs, I don't think I've ever seen that before in baseball. So yeah, the Nerfy parlay went down. But then we got a Nerfy cash there with Indians-Royals. My man Singer for the Royals, he took care of business relatively easy. Bieber had a little, I wouldn't say he struggled. He gave up an infield single to the leadoff batter, Merrifield, but then he advanced to second on a bad throw to first to try and get him out. So you're talking, runner on second, no out. So it made it definitely a little bit of a sweat, especially when the next batter was able to advance him over to third base and the process of him grounding out. You're obviously nervous of a sack out fly, but that's why we also like to take pitchers who have strikeout potential in that spot, and that's exactly what happened. Got a couple Ks there to go ahead and end that inning. So yeah, the Nerfy there for the Indians Royals came through. Then, so those are the 3 bets I gave out on YouTube. Then I tweeted some other bets throughout the day. We had an opportunity where we could take the Capitals there in hockey. It was a risk-free bet due to a promo that was being offered, so we got that to cash. We also got I don't even know this guy's name, DiVincenzo, basketball player there for the Bucks. We got him through OddsJam. They hooked us up there. Yeah, I went ahead and tweeted that out. Don't know if anybody else got that one, but we got that one there. And then I did get suckered in. DraftKings suckered me in. They give me the Cinco de Mayo. Take a 5-legged parlay. You can boost it to 55%. I only put 0.2 units on there. I wasn't really willing to risk a whole lot there on a 5-legged parlay. So just sprinkle a little bit on there. And can't even get a sweat. Like the first leg has to lose. Can't even get a parlay sweat. The first leg goes down. The first leg that lost was Sonny Gray under 6.5 Ks. Was looking good. Had 2 strikeouts after 3 innings, and then he strikes out the side in the 4th inning, and obviously you're extremely in trouble there. You guys may have seen how that game unfolded. I think it was 0-0 going into extra innings. It was a pitcher's duel. He pitched, I believe, in the 7th inning and eventually got more than 6.5 K. So, yeah, can't even get a sweat, but I ain't worried about it because I put money in my pocket and you guys put money in your pocket. Even if you only did the 3 YouTube bets, you went 2-1 and put a nice change in your pocket. So, again, plus 1.69 units. And now up on the week, plus 1.81 units. That's what I'm talking about. Before we get on in today's bet show, let's go ahead and give out some money on the NBC Sports Predictor app. We did our pick and roll contest last night. Check it out. I won, baby. I won. The research finally paid off. I won. I got 30 points, but that doesn't matter. I don't give any money to myself, obviously, so we go down to the next tier of people, and we got 3 people came in with 25 points. We got Monica W., Thad, and Kay Barsby all coming in with 25 points. Lots of people right there behind them with 20, so overall is another good showing there by everybody. All these 3 individuals are repeat winners, so I already have your PayPal information, so I'll go ahead and drop you, what are we doing? So we're doing $20. That'd be $7 a piece, so we'll go ahead and drop $7 a piece there to each people people. Although, Monica, yeah, do go ahead and hit me up. I actually don't have your information. Do hit me up on Twitter, or you can drop your PayPal information on this video if you're comfortable with that, whichever is best for you. All right, let's go ahead now. Let's go ahead and roll off the bets. I want to go ahead and remind you guys of a bet that we tweeted out yesterday that is going on here in the next half an hour or so. It's in tennis. It's from our friends at OddsJam. They gave us an opportunity. It's another risk-free arbitrage bet. You cannot lose with this. As you see in the screenshot, we got Isner plus 4.5 games. He can net us a little over $11. And then we got Rublev, who's going up against a spread of minus 4.5 games, and he'll net us $7.5. This one, guys, if you've been following me on Twitter and trying to get in on these odds jams, and you're sitting there thinking, man, like when you tweet them, I try and get on them. Like the basketball ones are tough. And I would agree with you wholeheartedly. The basketball ones are even tough for me. I don't even know if it's maybe because of the popularity of the sport. But by the time I get the email notification that you've got one of these risk-free arbitrage opportunities, you've got, at least for the basketball ones, 2-3 minutes, like tops, to get it in. If you don't get it in the first 2 or 3 minutes, it's going to be bet up by so many people that then the price changes and you'll have lost that opportunity. But this tennis one, I heard my phone was actually sitting here on the desk. I think I was doing research or something, whatever I was doing right here, and I heard the phone vibrate, so I knew I got an email. You can always tell when your phone vibrates, right? You're like, oh, that's a text, or that's Street for the Cash notice, or that's an email. So kind of cool how that always works. But anyways, so I knew it was an email notification, but was wrapped up in what I was doing, and about 10 minutes had gone by, and then I looked at the email and saw that it was this tennis one, and I was like, oh. Well, I've never done a tennis one. Like, let me go see if the prices are still this. And the prices were still the exact same. You could still get Isner at minus 220 and Rublev at 245. It took me a little bit while here to figure out the math. So even waiting 10 minutes after the email, probably spend another, let's call it 2 minutes to figure out the math, to figure out, bet 135 on one, bet 50 on another. So therefore, you can get a good amount of profit on either side. So you're talking 12, 13 minutes. So if you guys see me tweet these out, or if you're, already registered for OddsJam yourself, maybe the basketball ones are tough to get, and I would agree on. But these tennis ones, boy, it looks like you can get 10, 15 minutes before the price changes, and you can get that. So hopefully a couple of you guys jumped on this one, saw my tweet. If you're not an OddsJam member, and you did go ahead and get on there with me, and we're sitting at, I think that one will cash sometime late morning. Sometime late morning, we'll either be putting $11.5 in our pocket or $7.5 in our pocket, thanks to our friends over there at OddsJam. All right, let's go ahead now and get into some bets. As I said, we've got some soccer bets and we've got some baseball bets today. Let's just start right at soccer, and let's just start right with my Manchester United. Manchester United's going up against Roma. We know, obviously, this is leg 2 after the first leg went 6-2 there in the first leg. In this fixture here, I'm going to bet over 1.5 first half goals at plus 118 over at FanDuel. I like that bet because Roma, they just don't have time to sit back. You're down 4 goals. You obviously need to get 4 goals. If they win 4-0, they'll go ahead and advance to the finals there of Europa League. So you need 4 goals. There's no time can they sit back and say, okay, now we can go for it. It's such a big deficit. They've got to go for it as soon as the whistle starts. So I could see them creating some opportunities, obviously getting goals in the first half just due to the urgency of having to go for it right from the jump. And then I can also see Manchester United just killing them absolutely, on the break and just punishing them. We saw that they had the far better, superior quality, in that first leg. They were able to, come back there at halftime and, get 5 goals in the second half. Whether they do it through counter, whether they do it build-up play, they're just the far better, superior team over Roma. But it's more how Roma is going to be set up to play that I just really, really love this bet. I see multiple goals in the first half, and at plus 118, I think that's exceptional value. Roma has attacking options. I mean, they can get goals. They've got Dzeko, they've got Pellegrini, they've got Mkhitaryan, so could easily see them chipping in a goal here to help. Can definitely see Manchester United. I don't see them rotating all that much. The one player I thought maybe that was going to rotate in this squad was going to be Daniel James, but he picked up a knock yesterday, an injury. So I think you're going to get Rashford. I think you're going to get Greenwood. You'll get Pogba. You'll get Bruno. You're going to get the big boys. This is a chance to go to a final that's never been done up under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They've always bowed out in semifinals of FA Cup, Carabao Cup, what have you. They haven't gone to a final yet up under Ole Solskjaer. So he's going to roll out the big boy lineup. I know they got a tough fixture list coming up. They play today, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Brutal schedule due to a postponed game that they had over this weekend. But they should absolutely be rolling out the A squad here. Over 1.5 goals in the first half at plus 118. I absolutely love that bet. So we'll be rolling with that one in the one game. And then in the second game, it's obviously Arsenal versus Villarreal. The bet I like in this game is Arsenal team total over 1.5 at minus 118 over at FanDuel. Arsenal can obviously win this game 1-0, and that'll be enough for them and going ahead and progress, but I don't see them winning this game 1-0. They're going to be better in this leg than they were in leg one, and that's because Aubameyang's coming back. Aubameyang missed leg one. He was able to start over the weekend against Newcastle, so he's going to be fit, ready to go, and he'll be leading the line. And Aubameyang is by far, their best number 9, so it's really not even close when you compare him to some of the other options. So Arsenal will be better just in that regard. And we saw what Villarreal did. When they went up 2-0 in that first leg, they got complacent and they started to sit back and give Arsenal the ball. And that's when Arsenal was then able to get that all-important away goal. I don't know if Villarreal is going to do that same strategy over the course of 90 minutes, I wouldn't expect. But at some point, Villarreal is going to sit back again. And I think that just who Unai Emery is. That's why Arsenal fans actually hated Unai Emery when he was at Arsenal. He's just a very defensive coach. Again, you saw that exactly in the first leg. They were dominating Arsenal in that first leg. And then the moment they switched and went defensive, that's when Arsenal, was able to get that goal. So I just love this Arsenal team total over 1.5. I see them getting multiple goals, obviously. I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to get in that 3-4. Arsenal is, talent-wise, across the 11 players, they are, far and away the better talent in terms of players on the pitch. Villarreal may have the better system. They may have the manager that can get them, to progress through this thing. Do the Unai Emery's just absolutely king of this tournament. But I like Arsenal over team total over 1.5, and I'll go ahead and play that at minus 118 over at FanDuel. All right, let's switch the conversation over to now that's some baseball. Of course, you got some afternoon baseball going on here on Getaway Day in Major League Baseballs. The first game I want to look at here is the Indians versus the Royals. I'm taking Royals F5 money line 3-way at plus 105. When I mean 3-way, this is the where if there's a tie at the end of the 5 innings, you can go ahead and lose this bet. You get better value, obviously, with the added probability or the increased outcome of another possibility. But I actually love the Royals doing the job here, so I'm willing to risk it and take them on that F5 money line 3-way. They got Danny Duffy on the mound. He's had 5 starts this year. 4 of those 5 starts have been absolutely quality. He's gone 30 innings pitch, only given up 20 hits, only given up 2 earned runs. He's only given up 2 earned runs in 30 innings. Outstanding. He's chipped in with 34 Ks, and he's given up 2 home runs. So not a big surprise there what those 2 earned runs are. They're obviously solo blasts. So, yeah, Duffy's been absolutely outstanding. Meanwhile, McKenzie, he's going to be going on the mound for the Indians. He's had 0 quality starts. 0 quality starts. That's not good for an F5 bet. He's gone 18.2 innings pitched, 14 hits, 13 earned runs, 29 Ks, and he's given up 5 home runs. If we look at this offense here, at least when we compare them, we know the Royals is better, but just to break it down for you, batting average, Royals is 8th, the Indians are 28th. On base percentage, the Royals are 17th, where the Indians are 27th. And then strikeouts, they're about even. The Royals are 4th, where the Indians are 6th. So, yeah, about even there. But stats that really matter, hitting the fucking baseball, the Royals do it better. So I like that. And then bullpen stats are irrelevant. That's why you make an F5 bet is you remove the bullpens from the equation. So no point talking about if you're in the bullpen before F5 is done, you either won that bet or you've lost that bet. So no point in breaking down the bullpen. So, yeah, Royals F5 money line 3-way at plus 105 over at PointsBet. We'll do that one all day long. The next one we're going to do here is we're going to do a team total. We're going to look at this Rangers versus Twins game. We're going to go Twins team total over 4.5. And I do not have the bet to go ahead and show you guys up over my shoulder. And the reason I don't have that, you can get it right now at minus 118 over at DraftKings. But once again, they've given us a 25% profit live MLB boost. Twins bat in the bottom of the first inning. So that means as soon as first pitch happens, the number should still be at 4.5. I imagine it's not going to be at minus 118 because I'm about to give you guys the justification of why I like the Twins over their team total. I got a feeling a lot of other people will. So it'll probably be, by the time maybe first pitch happens, 130, maybe minus 135. But we could still be able to get that well below minus 118 with that 25% profit boost. So if you have that profit boost, I suggest waiting like me. We'll go ahead and bet it sometime in the top of the first inning. You'll still get 4.5, and I believe you can get a better number than minus 118. All right, so what's going on here for the mound for the Rangers today? Well, they're throwing Jordan Lyles, 28 innings pitched, 37 hits, 23 runs, 8 home runs and only 23 Ks. So you can see this is a guy that's a high contact, low strikeout guy with a really huge number of home runs, which is 8, which that is not very good because the Twins rank 9th in the major leagues in hitting home runs. This guy's given up home runs in every single start. In 4 of his starts, the opponent went over 5+ runs. So yeah, Jordan Lyles should absolutely get tagged again like he's been getting tagged all season long. When he does give it over to that Rangers bullpen, most of the stats they rank in the bottom half of the league. Some of the most important ones is they rank 27th in opponent's batting average, they rank 17th in ERA, and they rank 18th in Ks per 9. So just like their pitcher, where it's a high contact guy, low strikeouts, the bullpen kind of follows that same suit, high contact, low strikeouts, and obviously, we absolutely love that. And then their good bullpen arms were used the last 2 days in securing wins for the Rangers, where they won 6-3 and 3-1. So, Jordan Lyles, expect him to struggle and expect to get, they're not going to be the top arms. They've been thrown the last couple of days securing wins. So everything about this matchup I absolutely love. So Twins team total over 4.5. Whenever I buy this at the top of that first inning, of course, I'll go ahead and tweet it out, and that's the number we'll use here for our records and stats here on the show. But just, you can use your own discretion if you want to take the chance. I believe if you take the chance and live bet it with that odds boost, you can get it better than -118. All right, let's go ahead and do a Nerfy. I'm doing the half-inning Nerfy parlay that we like to do. This one, I'm using my free $20 bet. Actually going to give you the next 2 bets are free bets. My free bets were burning a hole in my pocket today, so I had to go ahead and use them. So I'm using a free $20 bet at +136 odds so I can net 1.81 units. The 3 teams I'm throwing in this Nerfy parlay is the Astros not to score. They're going up against Garrett Cole. Maybe a little concern there, only because Garrett Cole used to pitch for the Astros, so they'll maybe know what's coming. Maybe they'll be banging on trash cans and letting the hitter know what's coming. But I still have no real problem backing Garrett Cole at all. So I'll throw the Astros in there. The other team I'll throw in there is the Indians. We've already mentioned Danny Duffy, but his first inning numbers have been outstanding. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 walks, 6 Ks, and 0 runs. Danny Duffy's been really, really good this whole season. And we only given up 2 runs in 30 innings. That's outstanding. So we'll dump the Indians in there, obviously. And then I'm going to go ahead and dump the Marlins in there. And they're going up against Madison Bumgarner. This one, to be honest, Bumgarner doesn't have the greatest first inning numbers. He's given up runs in the first inning. I believe, if I recall, I looked it up, it was 3 times on 3 separate occasions. But I'm really leaning on, the guy has this stuff. He pitched a no-hitter the other day, and really leaning on the Marlins' struggling offense. They rank 26th in runs per first inning. So just not an offense that comes out firing. We've cashed the Marlins and fading them this season. So while Bumgarner doesn't have the greatest of all numbers, I like this spot against the Marlins. So, yeah, to me, I'll go ahead and use that free $20 bet and see if we can't put 1.81 units in our pocket. And then I've got another one. I'm going to do just a Major League Baseball parlay. This one's a free $3 bet at +459 odds, so I can net 0.92 units. What I'm going to put in there is the Tigers, no run the first inning. They're going against Eovaldi. Tigers are 28th in runs in the first inning, and they're 29th in batting average. So while Eovaldi did give up on one occasion, he did give up a run in the first inning. The Tigers just poor batting average and poor first inning team, so I've got no problem putting them in there. Then I'm going to put the Rangers in there in the no run the first inning. They're going against Pineda. We used this bet for Pineda's last start. If you guys remember, we talked about Singer yesterday. It was that Singer-Pineda matchup that we cashed last week. Pineda still has not given up a run so far in the first inning this year, so like him to keep the Rangers bats quiet, at least for the first inning. And then the other 2 bets I've got in there is that Royals F5 money line 3-way, and then I also like the Blue Jays F5 money line three-way as well. They've got Aru on the mound, who is their ace, so like him to be able to shut it down to they can win the game through 5 with Mike Friars on the mound for the Athletics. He can definitely get hit. So just like the ace going up against kind of an average pitcher, I'll take my chance all day long that the Blue Jays can win the game through the first 5 innings. So that's how I'll do it today. Got a couple of them bets, got a couple of them soccer bets, baseball bets. I am pumped for today. Guys, go ahead and hit that like button if you were part of yesterday's profits, or if you're going to ride with me today and put some money in your pocket with me along today, go ahead and hit that like button. Otherwise, guys, enjoy your Thursday, and we'll see you back here on Friday's episode. Have a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.